Welcome to A&M Education. In this session, we are going to look on the topic clock and time. Clocks are used in mental ability tests for judging the time consciousness of the candidate. They are simple and interesting too. Without wasting any time, let's get started. We know that the clock has 12 hours. That is half a day. Okay, 12 hours means half a day. 24 hours means 1 day. So, 1 day equals to 24 hours. And 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Here, 1 hour means 60 minutes. That is, here from 12 to 1 there is 5 spaces. Likewise from 1 to 2 5 spaces. When you add all these you will get 60 minutes spaces. Okay. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Now you have two hands in the clock. Okay. Long hand and a shorter hand. The longer hand of a clock is a minute hand and the shorter hand of a clock is a hour hand or a hour hand. Okay. Both the hands rotate by an angle of 360 degree. Now what do you mean by 360 degree? If a hands of a clock rotate one circle, it means it has rotated 360 degree. Okay. One circle is equal to 360 degree. Now your minute hand. Minute hand takes 1 hour to form a 360 degree. That is one circle. Okay. Your minute hand is a long hand. Correct. It takes 1 hour to 360 degree. Correct. So here it will be 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. So this is 5 minute, 10, 15, 20. So like this, when it reaches this position, it is one circle. That is nothing but 360 degree. Right. So your minute hand takes 1 hour to form a 360 degree or to rotate one circle. Okay. Now your hour hand. How much does your hour hand take? It takes 12 hours to rotate 360 degree. How it is 12 hours? Here is your hour hand. Correct? Hour hand takes 12 hours to reach a one circle, because from 3 to 4, okay, when your hour hand reaches from 3 to 4, it means it is 1 hour. Okay. For example, if your short hand, that is hour hand, is in 12 o'clock, okay, and slowly it moves on to a 1 o'clock, that means it is 1 hour. Correct. Next, from 1 to 2 when it reaches, it is 2 hours. So likewise it has to rotate one circle to form a 360 degree. So when it comes till here, one circle when it comes, it takes 12 hours, right? So 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 hours to form a 360 degree. As I told earlier, that is in 1 hour there is 60 minutes space. Correct? Here in 1 hour there is 60 minutes space. This is because 1 hour is equal to 5 space. Correct? Your short hand, that is your hour hand, moves from 12 to 1 or from 3 to 4 or to 5 to 6 or whatever it is. Okay. This is nothing but 1 hour. Correct? That means between these two there is 5 spaces. Okay. Between each hours there is 5 spaces. Clear? So 5 spaces into 12 is nothing but 60 minute space. Now talking about your hour hand, that is shorthand. Okay, you know that hour hand takes 12 hours to rotate one circle, that is 360 degree, right? Therefore for 1 hour it takes how much degree? That is, for 1 hour what will be the degree? It's nothing but the cross multiplication. 360 by 12, that is 30 degree. Now you have got 1 hour 30 degree, correct? 1 hour 30 degree it is. So 1 minute you want, right? But here hour, this is in hour, this is in minute. So what is it? 1 hours is nothing but 60 minute. Therefore 60 minute means 30 degree. 1 minute is what? So cross multiplication, that is 30 by 60, you get 0.5 degree. Now we will talk about the minute hand or a long hand. Your minute hand takes 1 hour to rotate one circle, that is 1 hour 360 degree. So you want minute, right? 1 minute how much? Correct. That is nothing but 60 minutes. 1 hour means 60 minutes. 60 minutes means 360 degree. Okay. 1 minute means how much? That is 360 by 60, that is 6 degree. Now you know that your minute hand for every 1 hour gains 60 minutes spaces, correct? For 1 hour it takes 60 minutes spaces, correct? 5 spaces into 12, that is 60 minutes spaces. Now how much your hour hand takes? Hour hand for 1 hour it takes only 5 minutes space, right? Because I have told here from your shorthand, okay, your hour hand, from 12 to 1 if it has to come, okay, from 12 to 1 if it has to come, what has to be? It has to cross 5 spaces, right? Between every numbers there is 5 spaces. Therefore your hour hand, in order to come from one position to another position, that is from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, it takes 5 spaces. Likewise from 1 to 2 also it takes 5 spaces. Likewise from 5 to 6 also it takes 5 spaces, right? So it is nothing but 5 spaces. 1 hour is equal to 5 spaces. Here remaining, that is 55 minutes space. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, it means that for every 1 hour, okay, for every 1 hour your minute hand gains 55 minute spaces ahead. Okay, for 1 hour, okay, your minute hand gains 55 minutes spaces ahead. Now let us look into few problems. Okay, first problem, how many times in 12 hours the hands of a clock will be at a right angle? You know what right angle is, right? So for every 1 hour, okay, remember this, for every 1 hour, 2 times this position will come, okay, like right angle position will come. That is, for every 1 hour this position comes twice, okay. That means for every 12 hours it comes how many times? 12 into 2, that is 24 times. So the answer is 24 times, okay. When they ask for 24 hours, for every 24 hours, that is 2 into 24 here, it comes 48 times. Clear? Let's move on to the next problem. How many times in 12 hours the hands of a clock will coincide? What do you mean by coincide? That is, 2 hands of a clock will be together, okay. See, you can see here, okay, both the hands are together, that is nothing but coincide, okay. Just remember that for every 1 hour, okay, the 2 hands coincide once, okay. For every 1 hour, the 2 hands coincide only once. That means for every 12 hours, does it coincide 12 times? That is 12 into 1. No, that is wrong. It coincides 11 times only. I'll give you the reason why. Next, for every 24 hours, it should be 11 into 2, that is 22 times. For every 1 hour, it coincides once, okay. Then how come for every 12 hours it coincides only 11 times, and for every 24 hours it coincides 22 times? This is because between 11 and 1 o'clock, okay, remember, between 11 and 1 o'clock, they coincide only once, okay, they coincide only once at 12 o'clock. Clear? So why is it so? This is because between 11 and 1 o'clock, okay, it coincides only once, that is at 12 o'clock. Clear? Let's move on to the third question. How many times in 12 hours the hands of a clock will be in a straight line? It's nothing but 180 degree, okay, straight line, 180 degree. This is also same thing. One time the straight line comes, okay, for every 1 hour, one time the straight line comes. That means for every 12 hours, it's not 12 times, again it is 11 times. And every 24 hours, it is 22 times. Okay, why is this? Because between 5 and 7, okay, 5 and 7, they point in opposite direction at 6 o'clock, okay. Between 5 and 7, they point in a opposite direction. Clear? Between 5 and 7, okay, they point in a opposite directions at a 6 o'clock. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. How many times you get a straight line in a day? Okay, what do you mean by straight line? One straight line is your 180 degree, or the straight line what you say, okay, 180 degree plus, which is a one more straight line, that is nothing but coincide. If your two hands of a clock coincide, then it means a straight line, okay. Then what about the right angle? No, right angle cannot be considered as a straight line. You know it, right? So 180 degree. Okay, in a day they have told. That means in a day means for 24 hours. In a 24 hours, how many times you get 180 degree? You get 22 times. Likewise, how many times in a day two hands of a clock coincide? That is again 22 times. So therefore total it is 44 times. Remember, 90 degree is not a straight line. Let's move on to the next problem. Find the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand of a clock when the time is 3 hours 25 minutes. So this is 3 hours 25 minutes. You have to find an angle, okay, between these two, the degree, okay, between the hand, that is the hour hand, and the minute hand when the time is 3 hours 25 minutes. Okay, the angle traced by hour hand, okay, in 12 hours is, you know that for 12 hours it takes 360 degree angle, right? Your hour hand, for every 12 hours it turns to one circle, right? That is 360 degree. So 12 hours 360 degree. Okay, next here they have given 3 hours 25 minutes. Okay, 3 hours 25 minutes means that is in minutes form, correct? You have to convert into a hours. So what do you need to do? Divide it by 60. 5s are 12s are. So it will be 3 5 by 12. Now again this is in a mixed fraction, convert it into a fraction. That is 3 into 12, you get 36. Okay, 36 plus 5, 41. Okay, 41 divided by your denominator, that is 12. 41 divided by 12 hours. Now you know that your hour hand, for every 12 hours it takes 360 degree, right? Therefore 41 by 12 hours takes how much degree? So just cross multiplication, 360 by 12 into 41 by 12. 12 ones are 12, 30s are 360. So 30 into 41 will be 1230 by 12. When you divide this, you get this value, that is nothing but 102.5. So this you have got, correct? This includes your hour plus hour hand plus a minute hand, correct? Now you have to find only for the minute hand. Okay, once after that is done, you have to take the difference of it. Okay, now angle traced by a minute hand in 60 minutes. Okay, angle traced in 60 minutes. Angle traced in 60 minutes. That is 1 hour, that is 360 degree. For your short hand, that is your minute hand. Okay, minute hand, 1 hour means 360 degree. So how many minutes here? 25 minutes. For 25 minutes, how much? Okay, 25 minutes it is how much? Again cross multiplication, that is 360 by 60 into 25. You get 150 degree. At last, therefore, find the required angle. Required angle is equal to 150 degree minus 102 and a half, that is equal to 47 and a half degree. Clear? So first together find 3 hours 25 minutes. Okay, why you are taking that 25 minutes? Because here you are calculating for the hour hand only, but why you want to take a 25 minutes also in the calculation? Because when it is 3:25, your hour hand moves slight forward, correct? It will not be exactly on 3. Okay, so it moves forward. Therefore here you consider 3 hours 25 minutes. So you convert this 25 minutes to a hours and you get 41 by 12 hours. Once that is done, for every 12 hours, okay, for every 12 hours your hour hand gets 360 degree, right? One circle. So for 41 by 12 hours, how much? With the cross multiplication you get 102 and a half. Now let us move on to the minute hand. Okay, hour hand is done, minute hand. For every 60 minutes, that is 1 hour, it takes 360 degree, right? For every 1 hour. So 25 minutes, here it is 25 minutes, take only that, okay, minute. For 25 minutes it is how much? So you get 150 degree. Why we are subtracting these two angles? This is because here first we calculated our hour hand, right? Hour hand angle we have calculated, in which you have got 102 and a half degree. That includes your 25 minutes also, correct? Therefore you have to take it, correct? You want the required angle between hour hand and the short hand. Therefore we are deducting at the last, that is we are subtracting two angles and you get 47 and a half degree. This is a degree between hour hand and the minute hand of a clock when the time is 3 hours 25 minutes. In this session we looked into introduction and the few sums on clocks and time. Okay, in our next session we will look into another few sets of sums on clock and time. Thank you.